Hello everybody and welcome back to playing RuneScape without defense. In the last episode we were able to unlock invention, which getting it done so early is going to be so useful for the remainder of the account. Especially, like said, I'm starting with fishing, so being able to get some invention levels in the early levels of fishing is going to be great. This episode's just going to be focused on general progression. I want to start working towards Recipe for Disaster. I do feel that that is going to be very useful. They are some of the best gloves I can get in the beginning of the account. Eventually, I'm going to want to replace that with a Death Touch bracelet, but we are a little ways away. So without further ado, let's get into the progress. I hope you guys enjoy this one. Hey, not too long into fishing, we actually got some scarabs to spawn. This is going to be really nice. A little bit of free Slayer XP, but the rep is what I'm more curious about. So let's go ahead and do this. It's nice. I'm so used to doing this on Fresh Start Worlds that it's kind of nice seeing nobody here. Can just kind of chill, go at my own pace. So let's see what level we end up getting to, starting with 53. Alright, I think that's actually going to be the only level I do end up getting, 54, but hey, the rep is amazing. I got like halfway to where I'm trying to get to. Hopefully a soul obelisk spawns soon and we can just be done with the rep to get the deposit box. Okay, there we go. There is the deposit box unlocked. Just ran out of porters. I did a wildy event not too long ago when it was running, but yeah, we can just go ahead and bank all of this stuff now. And we can just go ahead and continue fishing. Like I said, I want to get up to 68 to have access to the merchant. I'm also attempting to get 70 cooking for Recipe for Disaster. So that is what our goal is. Our rod is also almost level 4. We'll have to disassemble this one at level 5. But then after that, I think we can go to level 10 with all of them. So here we go. There we are, a level 5 rod. We can go ahead, disassemble this. Not too much invention XP, but it's going to get us the level required in order to have a level 10 tool. I think, let me just double check that real quick. Once this teleport finishes. Yeah, there we go. So now we can get all of our rods up to level 10, so that'll be great. We're going to head right back to fishing after we discover that. Okay, we're getting close to our goal of 68, not 67. We're about 40k XP off, but our rod just hit level 10, so we're going to go ahead and disassemble that. We're currently level 28 inventions, so let's see. This gives like over 400k XP, and that is going to get us, oh wow, all the way to 37. That is so nice. Got a lot of researches I could probably do right now, but I'm going to kind of just ignore that for now. I'm just going to focus on going back to fishing. Like I said, we're only like 40k XP off, so this won't take long at all. And there we go, not too much longer, and there is 68 fishing, our short-term goal for now. We actually have access to the traveling merchant now, so I'm going to keep my eye out for a good stock whenever I need to go. But it is time to start cooking all of this. Hopefully I have enough to get to 70 cooking. Alright, so if we take a look, we've got a bunch of trout and salmon from when I had been training before. That was probably a couple episodes ago when I was just randomly training some fishing. And then that whole grind got us, yeah, well over 6k fish to cook. So we want to get to 70. That, of course, is for Recipe for Disaster. And once we get that, we can move on to a couple of the other random requirements. So we'll be here for a little bit. It won't take too long. I am going to get through the trout and salmon first, simply just to boost up my cooking. Plus, I don't even think I can cook desert souls yet, to be completely honest. I think it's, yeah, 52, so got a little bit of a ways, but I think I have enough trout and salmon to get me there, so shouldn't be too bad. Another weekly reset, another attempt at the witch doctor legs. If I don't get this, I'm actually out of banana saplings to go for it again, so I beg of you, please. Please. You know, I might be the first guy to complain ever about getting top once a week. Come on. And with the magic of editing, we skip all the way forward to 70 cooking. I didn't even need to touch the catfish that I had caught in order to get that, so I was well over what I needed in order to get there. But will to event time. Time to head over there. Alking some of my salvage, and I just got to 60 magic. That was kind of unexpected, but no, that's awesome. I can actually go to the magic training arena now and get myself probably, yeah, a Guthix cape and staff, just because I do think that's the most useful one to have just for the Guthix staff special attack. So that is probably something I will do here in the very near future. Hey, there's the first decent merchant that I've had since getting 68 fishing. These burial charms are actually really useful for, once I start raids, it'd be nice to already have the maxed out rep so that I can do rerolls just to try and get the abilities quickly. And wow, I just barely made that on time. That's awesome. Now that we've got 70 cooking, I'm going to switch my sights to Archeology. Because I want to start working on Recipe for Disaster, I want to make sure that I'm doing quests that are more useful rather than quest point filler quests. So one of my main focuses right now is going to be Daughter of Chaos, leading up to getting Succession done. Having the passive Infernal Puzzle Box on the tool belt is amazing, as well as the dive ability, since previously, trying to get Bladed Dive, it takes a while, especially at lower levels. I also don't know if it's safe deaths, so that would be a little scary to do. I think it might be, but either way, this is definitely the faster way to get access to more mobility. So I'm going to go ahead, start up with Archeology. I only need to get to level 40, I think it is, so really won't take all that long. I'm just going to start here at the Caradet dig site. And that didn't take long at all. There is 40 Archeology finished, the requirement for Daughter of Chaos. I think the only other rec is 40 Divination, which we obviously already have. So, time to go work on a couple of other things. Alright, next on the list, I think I'm going to get the Buyers and Sellers quest done, as well as the Capers that I can do. Gonna need to get myself up to 53 thieving anyway to do Desert Treasure, which is a prereq for Recipe for Disaster. So these are pretty quick, plus it unlocks some pretty good training methods for thieving. And there is the starting quest done, Buyers and Sellers. Now we are able to go ahead and start the next caper. Got a little bit of thieving XP, no levels, but the next ones give a more healthy chunk of XP. And there is the first caper done. Got ourselves a thieving level out of that. And I believe we can go ahead and start the next one. I'm not 100% sure, though. We were able to get it done. That is the second to last one. I can now go ahead and do the picklock doors in the Thieving Guild, which are probably the best method for training thieving up until you get to safes. So we're going to go ahead and start training there. Just need to get to 53 for Desert Treasure, though I might stay longer if they're not too contested. Just to get to 62, which I think is the level you need for safes. My last recording got corrupted, but I got myself just shy of 62 thieving. I realized that I have a couple of quests that are going to give me some thieving XP, so I might as well just stop here. It'll get me to 62 anyway. But I'm going to go ahead and actually do some Croesus now. I plan on doing some quests that are going to give me combat XP in the near future, which will make it so I can't get Croesus Reapers anymore, so I just want to get a couple done before that. Alright, only ended up doing one. The mass world isn't too great right now, but this is why we do Croesus. Such great supplies. I'm very happy with the charms, the emeralds for making porters, just some raw GP. I wish I would have gotten more seeds, but it is what it is. Plus a reroll token for later on when I do Zammy, but I think it's time to get back into questing. Actually, before I start questing, I need to start actually doing farm runs. I'm so used to not doing them on my main iron because it has so many herbs, but I have all of these seeds from Croesus, mostly Quarum, which is really useful because Croesus also drops Limpwort roots, so basically just always have access to making super strength potions, which are pretty good XP, so need to keep up with doing these farm runs, so gonna be doing these a lot in the background. Won't really record it often, but Yeah, gotta start making progress towards 75 herblore minimum because I do want to get to Priff in the near future. Okay, and before I start doing any combat quests, I should probably go ahead and unlock myself that Guthix staff that I got the level for a little bit ago, so let's do that real quick. Also, this is one of the fastest ways to actually get the spell unlocked for use outside. I'm using the Avernic Wand and Book from the Demon Slayer quest. And if you go into Legacy and just auto-cast it, it's infinite air runes, and you cast it super, super quickly. So, you know, you don't really kill them that fast either because it doesn't really have that high of a hit rate. And it only takes like 2 minutes to actually get the spell unlocked. So, yeah, not bad at all. We have access to using the Guthix staff with its special attack outside of the wilderness now. Very, very useful. And since I'm making some upgrades, I decided to go ahead and make myself an Amulet of Glory and a Ring of Wealth since I'm within boost range now, and we have 80 crafting, so nice little upgrades for the Amulet and Ring slot. And one of the last things I needed to do was get 40 range. This gives me the requirement needed to do Temple of Ikov. I believe it's 40 range anyway, yeah. That way we can get that out of the way since I need it for Desert Treasure. So I think that's probably what we'll start with and then just go on an absolute tear with questing. Always side with the Guardians of Armadyl for this quest, just makes it so much easier. And once this ends... Oh, I guess I have to click out of it. There we go. A little bit of range and fletching XP, not bad. Couple levels there. Time to continue on. Decided it makes sense to just work straight for Desert Treasure, so here is the dig site completed. That is another prereq done for that quest. Oh wow, that actually gave me a mining level. I didn't think it would. Not too bad. I think I need to do... I guess maybe Priest in Peril now? I haven't actually done that quest yet. Man, the Wicked Hood makes this part so much better. Can just bring all of the essence in one inventory slot, basically. And we are done in like 2 seconds. Gives a little bit of prayer XP. Not really anything useful, but hey, we'll take it. Didn't realize Priest in Peril was actually the last quest I needed in order to start Desert Treasure. So went ahead, got all the items I needed, and yeah, we can go ahead and start this quest. And there we go, there's diamond number 1. Need to go ahead and bank this really quick. These boss fights are a little harder than I expected them to be at my combat level. And there's diamond number 2. I ended up going through all of my food, which was a little scary, but let's go ahead and bank that one really quick as well, and then go work on the 3rd diamond. And that's diamond number 3. I bet you'd never guess that the next thing I do is get diamond number 4. Wow, I didn't actually expect to get it so fast. That only took me, what, 6 lockpicks? I figured with 61 thieving that was going to be a little more difficult. Another slightly sketchy fight, but we got diamond number 4. So now we just need to go ahead, head to the pyramid, and we are done with Desert Treasure. Very nice. Sweet, made it through the pyramid in 1 shot. No issues at all. Doesn't look like we got a magic level from that, but we do get the lodestone out in the desert, and we have access to ancient magics. Very happy about that. Very low level to get it done at, too. Next on my list is to get Fremennik Trials done. Just need to make sure I actually destroy this defense lamp before I accidentally claim it. That would basically ruin the account. And then we can claim all of these. It's not too much XP in each, but it's a nice little chunk in like 10 different skills, so not upset about that. I wonder if we get any levels out of this. Oh yeah, strength and attack level, not bad. Okay, there's Nature Spirit done. There's another quest that I need to make sure I get the defense lamp destroyed. That way I don't ruin this account. I want to start working on getting fairy rings unlocked, so this is a prereq to that. And I believe it's a prereq for RFD in general, so yeah, we're going to go ahead to do Fairy Tale 1 now. And there's Fairy Tale 1 completed. Now we have some magic secateurs, which I can throw onto my tool belt. It was wild doing this with high farming, just melted the tangle root. But I'm going to go get Fairy Tale 2 started now. Or as it turns out, you can't actually start the quest unless you have the requirements. I don't have 57 herb lore yet, so I can't start this, and I don't have the herbs for that, so I gotta switch gears. Figured it made sense to go do Shiloh Village so I can get access to doing one small favor for the free 20k XP in lamps, so gonna go do that next, I think. Or I'm gonna do Rune Mysteries, because that is a prereq, and I apparently haven't done this quest yet. Okay, now we can go do one small favor. Gotta be honest, I really don't mind this quest. I know a lot of people seem to hate it, but it's really not that bad. You just gotta run around a bunch. It takes like half an hour, but there we go. Free 20k Herblore XP. Obviously, this isn't gonna get us the level that we need for Fairy Tale 2, but it does put us a decent chunk of the way, and hey look, I gained 0 Herblore levels to go +1. I'm gonna look at the quests that I need for Temple at Suntiston in the future and figured I should probably knock out a handful of those, so started with the feud. Think I'm gonna do Icthlorin's Little Helper next. We'll see. Yeah, there we go. There's Icthlorin's Little Helper completed. Didn't catch the complete screen, but we did get some agility and thieving XP, so not too bad at all. Another quest on the list for Temple at Suntiston, that is Wanted completed. Gives us a little bit of Slayer XP, not quite a level, but pretty close. I'm gonna go knock out, I think Devious Mines is next on my list. There's Devious Mines, super short quest, actually gave us a fletching level, gave us to 60, but we also hit 100 quest points, which means this is our final easy dice roll. All the ones after this will give 500k, at least for the next 4. And do we get a fortunate? Yes, we do. It's actually some excellent fashionscape. You gotta love a Bob the Cat shirt. There is Shield of Erev completed. Super, super simple, but it is a prereq for Temple at Suntiston. And another really easy one, Tale of the Muspah. I think I'm almost done with all the ones that I can kind of do right now. Yeah, well no, I should be able to do like Troll Romance and Missing My Mummy and stuff like that. We'll get those done. Okay, there we go. That is Troll Romance completed. Actually, I got a 2 strength levels out of that. Not bad at all. My apologies for the long questing episode, but there is Creature of Frankenstein. We still have so many quests we need to do. After a bunch of standing around and waiting for all this stuff to grow, there is Garden of Tranquility done. Not really the most useful quest, but it is needed for Temple at Suntiston, I believe. Why did it fade to black again? What the hell? I'm so glad people still do Shades of Morton, but we're almost done with all the quests that we can do for Temple at Suntiston, so hopefully we can finish that soon. Insert commentary here of another quest completed. Okay, and there's Defender of Varrock, or no, What Lies Below, my bad. Gotta destroy this defense lamp. Defender of Varrock is actually one I can't do yet because I need to get my summoning up, but I've been holding off on getting combat still. But I do think this is where I'm going to end the video. I have done so many quests, and I'm sure this video is nearing 20 minutes anyway. I don't want it to drag on for half an hour. So, yeah, I slowed this down because I knew I'd have to put some commentary in. But I do hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry about the quest grind. It's just something that has to happen. Like the video if you did, subscribe if you're new, and I will catch you guys in the next one.